Ja, wir stehen jetzt beide hier. Wir sind beide so
Right,
ein
we're
bisschen.
both standing here. Well, that was the last presentation. We actually have finished the last presentation. We are glad that we were able to present it this way because I think we covered a broad spectrum with our presentations. Yes, it was very informative to me, of course, based on focused on pain, but very broad with much information. We've traveled around the globe, even though only virtually. We've taken up much information from other countries. I think that's very important to us because everybody who applies bioresonance with a patient loves these stories because they're able to show that the system can be used such universally. And these are important stories which a therapeutic or a patient can also take along. As usual, we had this technical fireworks. Well, one time the sound didn't work. We're going to compensate it when preparing, when editing the videos. As things stand, we're going to have a compilation with the different presentations where you can to download and the according videos. So you will be able to review it everything or even repeat it. Right. For the rest, we first would like to thank you very much. It's really enormous what our technicians have been able to manage. Thank you very much to everybody who have contributed to it. It has been a great performance. I am glad that all connections stood up, that we had not breakdown in the presential, in the live presentation. Well, we could have spoken up if the mics hadn't work. So in this respect, we definitely would like to thank you, and of course, all who have contributed to have it run so smoothly. I have to stop a moment because I'm afraid not that you think that we thank you and it's over. No, we still have something else, which is something I wouldn't like you to miss. We have brought the studies behind us. That was the slogan of the Congress, but I wouldn't like to allow you home or connect you off without an idea of what is going to come new in the future when we don't deal with the study with something else. And I would like to show it to you before we say farewell. Yeah, just a mini story. I just remember very well when I started in 1994 to co-develop the ryometer. My father developed PS10 and by digital. Many will have these devices at home, use, and I know very well how I called my father. Well, we need to reach a moment and point where we have outright high-end devices able to set uh, basic values, these frequencies, to adjust them, and where we can have known analysis and say whether they are needed or not. Perhaps if some development control, sequencing control, now 27 years after, it's really incredible. Within a few months, we'll be able to get there. So with the Ryonex, we need a long breath. The basic research is there, but we have reached this point and we can have fully automatic testing system in the RH area, in the veterinary and human medicine. And I think these are really very, very good news. We always said we want to take everybody along, those working with the sensor and those who even don't dare or don't wish to, and who prefer a fully automatic system, but where you can take some advantage for bioresonance. After Paul Schmidt, well, tell something. Well, Dr. Scholtisek said because in practice we can have some trials because without tests and trials we won't work. So she already said that we'll have a full automatic procedure, ACG based. Animals, for instance, will be linked with the clamps or pads. So 21 physiologies on the hair organism, and you can um, take the organism, which from an energetical point of view is the one that is closest. It's the first time then we have on top of this automatic test the range where we have most issues in from an energetical point of view. And once you have this test, you can go on to a detailed test, and that means that you have geopathy, bacteria, viruses, meridians, everything can be tested, and you get a test result. And then a fully automatic therapy program, and which is very beautiful for me, is that we have a sequence control, which means that when I have used this program, for instance, after 1 week or after 3 days, I can place the therapy program on the animal organism, see which programs can be further need further harmonization and which are all right. Think of the onion peels. You always work your way to the core. Everything that how you have worked through can be taken out of a program. You can see it and tell it to the owner of the animal how things are progressing. And well, then it improves. And I think this is a very beautiful story. Definitely. And with all this enumeration, I would like to add something. This is extremely well visualized. That is, when the physiology test is running, these physiological areas analyzed are displayed on the screen of Polar 4.0, and for both yourself and the owner, you can show what is being analyzed at the time. I think this is an additionally helpful aspect. And this is, of course, something special, which also is according, lives up to bioresonance after Paul Schmidt. So the hair scan in the veterinary area for dogs, cats, and horses will come before human medicine. We never had this before. Well, but sometimes you need to change things. Yeah. But the same will be available in the human medicine. It will be visualized. It's ECG based. It's going to be with 22 physiologies with the teeth, then the cause-oriented detail test, then transition to an automatic therapy program, sequencing control. The therapeutic has a possibility to intervene as the physiologies are chosen. They can say, okay, the second place it was this, that was my suspicion, so we can do the detail test for causes. Well, 27 years ago, if they had told me it would take that long, well, the better if you didn't know it. So we've reached now the point at which bioresonance after Paul Schmidt is going to make a new quantum leap. So I'm definitely sure about that. So in this respect, to finish, we will have caused one or other surprise, but now really we've reached the end of this third World Congress on bioresonance after Paul Schmidt, together with the Association of Vibrational Medicine. So once again, thank you very much for the time you've invested into us, into bioresonance after Paul Schmidt. We wish you the best success to all of you, and stay safe and in touch with us. Thank you very much. and see you next time. Let's hope in live. Thank you. Bye-bye.